There exists a world that surrounds us, invisible to the naked eye, a domain composed of subtle signals, minute radiations, imperceptible vibrations, chemical traces, and motions so small they escape ordinary perception, and it is precisely within this hidden dimension that MASINT, measurement and signature intelligence, operates, unraveling truths that elude conventional observation. While satellites and drones capture images of terrain, cities, and installations, and human intelligence gleans insight through interaction, MASINT listens, measures, and deciphers the faintest whispers of the physical world, capturing the signatures left behind by natural phenomena, human activity, and artificial devices alike. Every object, every mechanism, every fleeting motion leaves a trace, a unique pattern, a fingerprint of energy, frequency, or emission, and MASINT converts these imperceptible cues into actionable knowledge. From the hum of hidden machinery to the chemical residues of industrial processes, from the subtle magnetic distortions caused by buried vehicles to the vibrations of distant engines, from the faint radiation of experimental reactors to the acoustic echoes of underwater craft, MASINT transforms the imperceptible into intelligence, rendering visible what exists only in effect, not in sight. The discipline of MASINT is an exquisite fusion of precision, science, and analytical imagination. It draws upon the laws of physics, chemistry, acoustics, and electromagnetism, combining them with the intuition and reasoning of analysts who can read meaning in what might appear as abstract data. Instruments detect radiation across the electromagnetic spectrum invisible to human senses, sensors capture acoustic signals over vast distances, magnetometers and gravimeters map disturbances undetectable by ordinary instruments, and chemical analyzers trace minute residues that betray the presence or activity of specific substances. Complex algorithms process these data streams, identifying patterns, correlating anomalies, and reconstructing hidden phenomena, producing insights that no photograph, drone image, or eyewitness account could ever provide. In MASINT, the physical world speaks in a subtle language of signatures, and the analyst must become fluent, able to translate the quiet, hidden messages of matter, energy, and motion into knowledge with practical consequences. In the field, MASINT assumes the guise of both art and science, patience and intellect. Analysts monitor acoustic signatures of submarines moving silently through oceans, trace the faint magnetic anomalies of vehicles buried beneath soil, and detect the chemical residues of explosives or toxic substances deployed clandestinely. Radiation readings reveal the activation of nuclear materials, thermal fluctuations indicate hidden machinery, and vibrations betray the motion of distant equipment. No single reading is sufficient. MASINT thrives on integration, the careful synthesis of diverse measurements into coherent understanding. By connecting these signals across time and space, analysts can reconstruct events, anticipate behavior, and perceive the presence of threats that would remain entirely hidden to conventional reconnaissance. Each dataset, each waveform, each spectral analysis carries a story waiting to be interpreted, a secret concealed in the otherwise silent physical world, and the meticulous work of MASINT brings these secrets to light. MASINT transcends boundaries, both geographical and conceptual. It allows analysts to anticipate threats before they manifest, to detect clandestine operations, and to understand processes otherwise opaque to observation. In laboratories, secure control centers, and field installations, specialists pore over continuous streams of data, cross-referencing measurements, validating signatures, calibrating instruments, and seeking faint but decisive patterns. They detect the imperceptible distortions of energy that signal hidden activity, the minute chemical anomalies that betray production or contamination, and the faint vibrations that reveal the movement of objects too subtle to see. This intelligence is everywhere yet unseen, present in the very fabric of the environment, waiting to be revealed by the instruments and expertise of those trained to recognize it. The discipline thrives on exactitude and persistence. Every calibration, every environmental adjustment, every comparative measurement is vital, for MASINT relies on precision to differentiate between normal variations and meaningful deviations. Analysts study baseline signatures of natural and human-made phenomena, constructing comprehensive profiles against which anomalies can be detected. They anticipate how natural processes, wind, water, terrain, affect readings, how human activity modifies the environment, and how technology leaves subtle footprints invisible without specialized tools. By combining this knowledge with intelligence from other sources, MASINT provides a level of understanding that is unparalleled. Allowing decision-makers to see the invisible patterns that shape activity, risk, and opportunity. Ultimately, MASINT is the intelligence of the imperceptible, the science of the intangible, and the art of reading the hidden signals that permeate the world. It allows the silent language of radiation, vibration, magnetism, and chemical traces to speak directly to the mind, revealing activity, intent, and consequence where nothing is observable with ordinary senses. It demonstrates that knowledge can be derived not only from sight or conversation but from the careful measurement and interpretation of the subtle forces and signatures that underlie every process, every device, and every movement. MASINT reminds us that the universe is filled with information that is hidden, ephemeral, and delicate, and that with patience, precision, and ingenuity, it can be rendered comprehensible, in laboratories humming with instruments, in field stations scanning for distant echoes, and in control centers analyzing waves, radiations, and vibrations. MASINT specialists turn the invisible into insight, the imperceptible into understanding, and the subtle into strategy. Every faint signature decoded, every anomaly interpreted, every pattern discerned contributes to a picture of the world that is richer, deeper, and more complete than any that mere observation alone could provide. In this relentless, quiet, exacting pursuit, MASINT fulfills its purpose, to see what others cannot, to measure what is beyond perception, and to transform the hidden whispers of nature, technology, and human activity into intelligence that protects, informs, and anticipates, a testament to the extraordinary power of science guided by human intellect, and to the profound capacity of measurement to reveal the secrets woven into the very fabric of our world.